Did you see anything differently? Do you feel anything differently that you did, right after the game ended?
No, I don't. I feel like it's playoff basketball. Both teams are trying to set screens to get each other open, and I think we had 8 offensive fouls, screening offensive fouls. So something I haven't seen in a while.
And what was just, your message was a little time to digest 2 going into 3 for the team?
Yeah, they were the aggressors, game 2. They came out with an aggressive mentality. They were more physical than we were. We have to up the level in those areas, and then understanding what they're trying to accomplish. They're trying to get us moving in rotations and drive the ball. So we have to have a better guard the ball mentality, protect the paint, and then offensively we got to take care of the basketball, take care of the ball. We're getting quality looks. We got to knock them down.
What was kind of the message to the team about just getting mentally locked in, not allowing game 2 to beat you again in game 3?
Yeah, it's next play. It's next game mentality. We lost 1 game. We lost 2 games at their place, but game 2 is 1 game. So now the focus has to shift. We move forward today in practice. So we'll be ready for game 3.
And what have the discussions been like with BI about just trying to find a way to just get his flow and his rhythm going?
Keep making winning plays. That's the key right now. Make winning plays on both ends of the floor for our whole team. We don't want to put a whole bunch of focus on just trying to force feed, but if we make winning plays over and over again, everything will open up for us.
I think he's taken 5 shots at the rim in these first 2 games. Do you feel like that's something he could do a little bit more of just like try to get to the rim, get to the line, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I like the fact that he came out in the second half a little more aggressive, got to the free throw line. Getting to the rim is a big factor. Knowing Holmgren will be down there, so it's times where he can finish, and it's times that we're getting good kick out for threes, and now we got to knock down those shots or be ready to drive it to the next guy.
Do you think it'll be key doing more stuff with him off the ball, running him off, pin down, stuff like that, just to make it a little easier on him?
Yeah, I think a combination of all of that. Pin down, setting screens for others to free him up, playing with force and pace. But it all goes back to the defensive end. When we can get stops, it's harder for them to get their defense set and get in a position where they can get their hands on us and guard us. So opening up the floor, continue to have space and speed, and once again, make winning plays. There's so many plays that we can make. Rebounding, deflections, steals, setting screens. That leads to opening up the scoring a bit for us.
Go ahead.
How can home court help you guys out to kind of change this series around?
Yeah, getting back home is healthy for us. Get to sleep in your own bed. We get to come here in our practice facility and get some work, so we're excited to play in front of our fans.
Is there a message you have to send your guys, or they have a pretty good understanding what they have to get done on Saturday?
We talked about it briefly before we started practice today, kind of giving them a better understanding of the game plan, a better understanding of what Oklahoma is trying to accomplish on us, and how do we attack them. So that message is clear. And now it's about us going out tomorrow and executing it.
What did you see that allowed Chet Holmgren to get going in 2?
He had us in rotations and driving the ball. All those guys, they did a good job of 0.5 basketball. We're closing out. We're not shifted for each other, and they're driving the ball, touching the paint, kickouts, touching the paint, rim decisions for there, or they get into the free throw line. So he's a good player. He can space the defense out. He's more like a guard wing, and we got to do a better job of guarding the ball.
How is Larry feeling today after turning his ankle the other game?
He went through a full practice, so that's a positive sign. He had a little soreness after the game, but today he went through a full practice, so that's good for us.
So obviously the margins in the scoreline, they all count the same, right? Whether it's 2 or 20 points. But does it ever have any effect on morale, confidence, or motivation when a scoreline is either narrow or wide in the playoffs and big games? How do you respond to those things?
It can if you allow it to affect you. For us, look, they won a game. We didn't play our best game. We got away from the things that make us successful. We have to move forward to that. Let's talk about it. Let's watch it. Let's come out on the court and work. And now it's time to move forward. And that should be our mentality. That's the playoffs. It's a long series. And, we got a couple games here at home that we want to take advantage of.
And when this team's always kind of respond to adversity, it seems like, are you pretty confident that this team can do the same thing?
Yeah, I am. OKC's a good team. We're a good team. And it's going to come down to our mentality, our physical toughness. We have to be the aggressors, and then we have to execute at a high level.